Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Philosophy of Life channel, where you can reflect, awaken, and connect with your true self. Today, we will listen.
How will the body change if you do not masturbate for 30 days? Many people ask us, what will happen if I don't ejaculate for 30 days? Because I used to have a habit of ejaculating too much. What will happen if I don't do it for a month? Will storing it in my body for a long time make my body hyperactive? Will it cause me to have wet dreams? And will storing sperm for too long improve the quality of my sperm? Will it become more concentrated? My body has suffered a lot of damage. Now if I stop doing it, will it be repaired? Today we will answer these questions together, through scientific evidence. And you will know what will happen if you keep sperm in your body for about 30 days. Dear friend, medical doctors say that by reducing the frequency of masturbation, reducing the number of times from 2 times a day to only 2 times a week, this helps your body slow down, and the repair process will begin. And when you stop completely, your sperm quality will not increase immediately, but it will take time for your body to improve. According to neurologist Dr. Andrew Huberman, 30 days is the average and necessary time for the brain to reset its normal operating mechanism. The same goes for sex addiction or any other addiction. Essentially, the dopamine pathway is rewiring itself, breaking the addiction pattern. There are some scientific studies that show that brain images of a person are still in a dopamine-depleted state after 2 weeks of stopping drugs. Then there is another study by Shook and Brown on a group of depressed men addicted to stimulants from alcohol also showed that after 4 weeks, 80% of them were no longer responding to addiction. These ideas suggest that by controlling our addiction for 30 days, we allow the brain to regenerate dopamine to return to a state of true balance. But how does one stop doing it for 30 days? Take a look at these expressions of those who have overcome themselves, so you can prepare yourself for a real fight. From day 1 to day 10, you will feel very uncomfortable. Yes. Basically we will feel very bad when changing an old habit to a new habit. That's the truth. We will be torn between 2 thoughts. First, the brain will tell you, why should we remove this little joy when we deserve it? And second, you will feel empty with daily activities. Nothing makes you feel good. These 10 days will be very painful, right? You will be anxious, sleepless, agitated to the point that you may get angry or impulsive. We all want to escape all of that. Therefore, during these 10 days, we really need the help of our family and loved ones, people we trust. But if you can get through the first 2 weeks, the sun will start to shine. By week 3 and by week 4, most people are feeling much better than they did before they quit. So you need to know that there is a better life out there for you. And you will experience it in less than a month. You can actually see a different life right here, within your reach. And it's definitely a lot better than the one before. The benefits that we can get in this process is that, as early as week 3, around day 21 to day 30, people will feel better. Biologically, dopamine is starting to be released. You'll feel the taste of a really good cup of coffee. The absolute sacrifice of 20 days is completely worth it, when you become pure like no other. If you keep this element inside your body, it will be transformed to nourish your physical body. Your body will begin to recover. Your physical health will improve, because they will bring important nutrients such as vitamins, minerals, proteins and neurotransmitters to nourish the body. Retaining sperm in the body will promote relaxation and activate the sympathetic nervous system inside. New nerve cells will form, giving you a clearer mind, a more cheerful spirit and a healthier body. During these 20 days, your confidence will start to improve, not just in appearance, but also in a deep inner glow. Dangers and worries will disappear. You will have the determination to move forward, even to the point where you feel that you can no longer lose. The joy begins to return, and your place is also much smaller than your current age. When the sperm energy accumulated over time is transformed, they will release an electric field from the semen, becoming nutrients that nourish the whole body. Common symptoms such as digestive discomfort, insomnia due to stress and fatigue, or other diseases will be improved thanks to this electric field energy. When you consume too much semen through unhealthy sexual activities, your life energy will be quickly depleted. Your body will always be in a state of lethargy. But after you have detoxed for 30 days, you will feel full of vitality, with emotional stability. That helps you to be more focused, more alert, and ready to tackle more difficult challenges. Like a fully charged battery, it will generate energy that will help you move forward with confidence. The concentrated electric field energy in the sperm will help enhance your presence. The literature on attraction describes the sustainable balance of yin and yang energy in the body through the retention of sperm. The magnetic field created by this interaction will radiate around, giving you a strong natural attraction. Because the maintenance of serotonin in the sperm provides a strong flow of life force from testosterone, DHEA is preserved and hormone levels will be increased. A natural charm and appeal will radiate from you. With the positive energy gradually becoming stronger, you will feel more masculine than ever. In these 30 days, if you combine it with spirituality, the benefits will be many times greater. You will have many spiritual benefits as well as increased mental strength. Your mood will be more stable. You will become calmer and more steadfast than ever. No matter how difficult it is, no one can bring you down. You will feel peace and happiness from within, and your desires will be less likely to disturb or affect you. You will gain respect for yourself and for women. This means that you have realized the interconnectedness of your body and the bodies of others, and you are completely able to refrain from actions such as disregarding or exploiting sexual deviations as before. The vitality of sperm will be transformed to nourish a state of balance, helping you to be in harmony with your inner self and with nature. Individuals who exude similar qualities will be attracted to each other, which helps you find deeper connections, whether it is in your personal relationships, professional relationships, or with your spiritual community. Ultimately, the magnetism you radiate is not a search for external validation, but a natural byproduct. It reflects a deep connection with yourself and the universe. You are tuning into the magnetic field of people with high energy frequencies, and that will help you resonate with the greater good. However, there is another question that many of you are also interested in, which is, will my detox go away after about 4 or 6 weeks? And for many people, this has been happening over and over again for years. It's a tough problem to overcome. It's always there and it's persistent. It makes us not focus on quitting it completely. It's like a maze with no way out. Not because you want it. Not because you value it more than other goals. No. It's because you can't really control your cravings. Master your inner thoughts whenever they arise. For this issue, you need to understand that when we think of addiction, we are talking about the amount of dopamine in the body. For big addictions like alcohol, drugs or sex, it stimulates us by releasing large amounts of dopamine in the body. Then the lack of dopamine below the baseline makes us crave it again. So right after that, our mind will think, I'm craving it. I need it. And it's the dopamine deficit that drives our motivation to go back to the addiction. Therefore, many people talk about dopamine not as pleasure, but as desire and motivation that leads to more addiction. It's the dopamine deficit that drives our actions to go back to the old habit to get it. Mentally, we will see this manifest in the form of consciousness, in our thoughts and emotions. When this happens, we may experience a stream of impure thoughts, a desire for sexual release, or a feeling of mental arousal. These strong emotions can be a great challenge for those who are weak and do not know how to master themselves and control their minds. Therefore, to get rid of this completely, to eradicate this problem, we can only train our own ability, or how to control our mind. Gautama Buddha once said that whoever conquers his mind can conquer this world, and he can conquer everything. However, when we ask people whether conquering the mind is easy, most of us answer that it is not easy. When a deep belief has been planted, The mind cannot be tamed even if you try. It will get stuck somewhere in your mind. Because you think it is very difficult to stop your thoughts. It is very difficult to tame. It is like a wild horse that cannot be restrained. Then you are reminding yourself to stop trying. That is why you are overcome by your thoughts. Similarly with sexual experience. You are overcome by the very thought that you cannot. This will be a huge obstacle that will make you give up all your determination to do it. But don't worry. Because today's story will help you change everything. Faith will grow back in you. And all addictions will end because today you will know how to control your mind. This is the story of Rai. He gave up everything for his goal. His goal was to become a Buddhist monk. There was a very big reason behind this. The reason was that before he became a monk, his mind was very different from what it is now. He had committed so many sins and evils that he wanted to let go of everything and regain control of himself. He wanted to be his own master. So he wanted to completely isolate himself from the world. In a way, he had become a slave to his mind in the past. But he realized a precious thing, that either he would become the master of his mind, or he would become its slave. Even after he realized that, everything remained in his mind. It was a very intense pain. The kind of pain that made an ordinary person have the strong determination to become a hermit monk. After he left the worldly life, he wandered in the forest, begging for food and practicing meditation. He tried different types of meditation according to his understanding. But his mind was still not calm. He understood that he was determined to stay until the end. Even if this body falls into eternal sleep, you are determined to meditate to attain enlightenment. In the beginning is just the beginning. When you ask the mind to be calm, it can respond. He heard his inner voice, but his mind did not. He was silent to hear everything about himself. Sometimes he felt he was in control, but sometimes he could not do it. One day, the monk found a guide for him. That person is not some saint or some wise monk. That person is an ordinary farmer working in the field. That person is plowing their barren land. While he was meditating under a tree in the middle of a field, it was a hot summer afternoon, and a lone farmer was tending his buffaloes. When he came near the monk, he spoke up and said, "Are you an ascetic?" The monk opened his eyes and replied, "How can I help you?" The farmer said, "It seems you are having a hard time meditating." The monk replied, "It's okay. I'll do my job well if you don't bother me." The farmer replied, "I'm just a layman, but I can control these buffaloes well. But it seems you're having trouble controlling your mind." Hearing this, the monk was really shocked. He said, "Brother, have you ever had an ascetic experience? Or are you a layman who has practiced meditation? How do you know how to control your mind?" The farmer laughed and said, "It doesn't matter. Mind control is good for everyone. And I need it in my life." The monk curiously shared, "I am a monk who practices meditation. You know, I have given up everything to become a hermit monk. But now I am sitting here, and I don't know how to control my mind. If you know any way, please tell me." The farmer replied, "Letting go of everything to control the mind is not necessary. You just need to let go of one important thing, which is what creates your mind." The monk asked, "What is it?" The farmer replied, "Whatever information is given inside us, there is a source of weight leading to it." He said, "So far in your life, have you ever eaten a mango? If you have never eaten a mango, you do not know anything about its taste. Then how do you know that you want to eat a mango? That is the source of weight that creates our mind." The monk asked the farmer, "How do you know this? Are you interested in this? Can you explain it to me?" The farmer said, "If you want to know this, listen carefully. You can control your mind only when you see the roots of your mind and all its creations. The Buddha said that all the information that happens inside us comes from the 5 sense doors. First, whatever we see, both good and bad, is seen through the eyes. It creates seeds in our minds. Second, whatever we hear through our hands, It also creates seeds in our minds. Third, whatever we taste through our tongue and mouth, we perceive its flavor. It will create memories in our mind. Fourth, when we smell scents, whether fragrant or foul, all of them are stored in our mind by our tongue. And finally, the fifth sense door, whatever we touch, on the skin and on all the body parts, they will be stored in our mind. Whatever information we receive from these 5 sense doors, it will go inside us as seeds, accumulate and gradually become a tree. Your mind is like the soil in which your understanding is sown in the form of seeds. The farmer added, if the information you receive is wrong, then your understanding will be wrong. It will manifest as a seed germinating in the mind, and it will grow into a tree inside you. It will not be under your control, because you already have so many ideas in your head. You have planted the wrong seed and now it is growing into a tall tree very quickly. The monk asked, what should I do now? How to pull it out? I have done so many wrong things. I have given up all my wealth and now it is still present in my mind. The farmer replied, you cannot take it out and you cannot stop it by just suppressing it. You have sown the wrong seeds so far. Better start sowing the right seeds again now. If thousands of seeds have gone wrong, then be ready to sow millions of right seeds again, all day long. Just observe what is happening at this door of the senses. What seeds are emerging? You just have to consciously observe it. Don't try to stop it. You will make it lose its power to grow further. The monk asked again, is that all? How long will I have to do this? The farmer replied, yes. It is as simple as that. It lasts for the rest of your life. Until your senses no longer function. Until you stop breathing. Just as you provide good food for your stomach, you should also provide your mind with suitable spiritual food. We should be conscious of our mind every day, every moment of our life. You will see 2 choices. One is pleasant feelings and the other is unpleasant feelings. It would be wrong to always choose the pleasant feelings and block out the unpleasant ones. Remember this. As you observe what is happening, pain may arise within you. Discomfort may come. But no matter how great the pain is or how long it lasts, it will disappear if you keep observing calmly. The more conscious and calm you are, the more you will uproot the bad seed and sow the good seed within you. The bad seed that has entered you, no matter how much bigger, will vanish the moment you become conscious of it. Your mind will be under your control. But for that, keep making an effort from today. Always be present in every moment. Don't try to stop the bad things inside you. Just let them. Let them rise. The more they rise, the more chance you have to uproot them. That's how you stop the toxic thoughts inside you. The dirty habits. The addictions that once controlled you. Now they come back to control you again. But they will not do anything to you anymore. Because you are busy planting good seeds for yourself every day. These words from a hermit farmer need to be continued. Wisdom is always hidden in the ordinary things of life. Thank you for joining us on the journey to the end of this video. If you find something useful here, don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel to receive the latest information. Share this video with others so they can benefit from this message, and don't forget to leave your thoughts in the comments below. Your connection helps us have more motivation to continue sharing other valuable videos with the community. Did our video help you find what you are looking for? Please support our team of creators by clicking the subscribe button below the video. We really appreciate this as it helps our channel a lot. Until we meet again in the next video, wishing you all good health, peace and happiness in life.